Hi everyone, this is Ty Williams here. I have to talk about Kenny Omega is getting some respect in these streets, even my respect. Despite I say not so nice things about him in my video, but at least I was honest about it. But now I regret saying certain things because I feel like people who say so much will get backlash on the things they said that make them look like a complete fool. And yes, I admit the stuff I said doesn't make sense, but time will tell. You learn from your mistakes. You grow from your mistakes. And what I learned about this right here is that Kenny Omega put out a very interesting tweet against people who question his sexuality and his relationship with AEW women wrestlers by the name of Hikaru Shida and Riho. And he put out this interesting tweet stating that right here, and I'm going to read this to you. And he is a class act, by the way, Kenny Omega. Love him or hate him, he is a very class act to me. This is what he wrote. Rumor has it that I date a lot of people. That is cool. The important part is that I'm proud of a lot of people. So when he posted that on Twitter, I was like, that's dope of him. That's dope. That's cool of him. That's amazing that he wrote this comment to address those people who wrote not so nice things about his sexuality and his dating lifestyle. So if you look at the comments that these people wrote under that tweet, you would shake your head. This shows how there is homophobia, biphobia, and people labeling bisexual to be in open relationships, in threesome, in polygamous relationships. And I want you guys to see this comment, what these people address Kenny Omega to. And some of the comments are from like old comments like Jim Cornette, Roger E. from Wrestling Inc., and other people. So I want you to check this out. So in case you doesn't know that Roger E., the owner of Wrestling Inc., say this comment towards Hikaru Shida, which is very disrespectful towards her and Kenny Omega. And not only, he's not the only one to say that. Jim Cornette said the same thing about Kenny Omega sleeping with Riho when she first debuted in AEW. to be the first AEW Women's Champion. And that is the facts. The facts is right here. And you could check it on YouTube or one of his episodes. And he be saying these things about Kenny Omega's sexuality, about Riho, about Joshi women wrestlers, and it's like it's too much. And I feel for why Kenny Omega posted that tweet, because people be saying not so nice things about him and creating rumors about him that is not true at all. And then you have these wrestling fans stereotyping bisexual people and labeling Kenny Omega's sexuality, like this one right here. You're like the person, you're dating Riho, Hikaru Shida, and Kota Ibushi, and that is awesome. Look, as long as you still dating Kota Ibushi, you can date whoever you want. I'm here for Polygramma Omega. Not that is anyone's business what you do or don't do. So when that wrestling fan posted that, this is the issue about sexual orientation discrimination. People write things to discriminate towards bisexual people or their sexual identity as gay, lesbian, bi, or trans, or even asexuals as well. And I think that we as wrestling fans need to stop with this right now. They got young bisexual children and trans children and gay children and lesbian children trying to find a role model that is not a bad stereotype, like a role model that who give a great reputation on what's matter in themselves, but to other people as well. Because I do believe that in life, you're supposed to be your best representation. Doesn't matter your color of your skin or your sexual orientation. You have to be a great representation of who you are as a person, because people will constantly judge you every day. I know that we are not perfect people, but we have to do better than this. And like this one right here, this comment, AEW champion Kenny Omega that gets all the men and the woman bisexual polygamy rules. I bet Kenny Omega had threesomes with Hikaru Shida and Kota Ibushi while Riho watched them do the threesome. And this person is a biphobic person who tweeted this on Kenny Omega's page that he deleted because that was very offensive. Like, this is the problem. If Kenny Omega was a female, I'm being real here. If Kenny Omega was a female and someone posted that comment under his page, everyone gonna be up in arms. Everyone gonna come to the female's aid. Like, if Kenny Omega was a female and that person posted, everyone gonna be behind him and defending him. But since Kenny Omega is a man, he doesn't have the proper support from people. And we have to change that as well, because this type of stuff right here, that is more of discriminations towards men. And even if Kenny Omega was bisexual and someone posted that, he had the right to sue them or block them, because that is just disgusting. And it's funny to me that people who listen to Jim Cornette and think it was cute to say these biphobic, homophobic comments on the low and think that no one paying attention, you are the reason why people is killing themselves over these stupid comments. And we have to get our self in order about this. Like, enough with the stereotyping on bisexual people, gay people, lesbians, even race as well. We have to stop that. And luckily for enough, there are some good people in this world that came in towards Kenny Omega's aid, like positive comments towards Kenny Omega. Like, okay, this comment right here. I have been hearing that too, and those are just jabronis who don't understand that you have friends, and be proud of your friend for doing amazing stuff and putting it all out there in that ring for our entertainment. And if you go back to Kenny Omega tweets, I get it. Kenny Omega got friends that cares about him and protect him from these no good people who try to destroy his life and his legacy. And one thing Kenny Omega do have, a sense of good friends that got his back. And there's another tweet that I like. The way people go at you is so ridiculous. You give everything you have to help make everyone around you better. It's paid off in a big way. There is so much to be proud of and so much more to come. You are doing one hell of a job. We love you, Kenny, whatever. But I'm just saying that I love that tweet, because that tweet is just so heartwarming. And I feel that there are good people who really look out for your best interest and really care. And this tweet right here, I like. This is the best tweet here, period. You know what I'm actually happy about? A lot of people have revealed how hateful they really are. And it's nice to see their true colors. People have found really creative ways to hide their racism and sexism. And this person say the truth. Because I feel like the stuff what people said on Twitter that is very disturbing, but hide that and deny that they are not racist, they are not sexist, they are not homophobic, but they still do it in a very educational way. Like if someone say anything about colorism, and yes, colorism is real. And there are lots of people talk about colorism lately because of dark skin or ugly and light skin is more beautiful. It go back to slavery days. I'm telling you, because I'm black and I witnessed colorism in my life. And I witnessed colorism. So for this person to tweet that, he was very smart of putting that tweet out there. And I think that's the reason why Kenny Omega doesn't like to be more open of his love life or even his private life. We don't know him. And that's the best thing. One thing I like about Kenny Omega, he keep the mystique. And that's what we miss about wrestling. Wrestling back in those days, we see what we see in TV and in wrestling. We don't know about the wrestler personal life, who they dating outside, who they in relationship with. We focus on the storylines on TV and their character. We don't know nothing else about anything but what's going on right in front of us. That's how we just look at wrestling back in those days. And Kenny Omega keep it more like, I'm a wrestler, but I don't want to put my business out there like that. Because some wrestlers like to put their business out there, their family business, their relationships business, and tell them about their love life on live stream or Twitch and Twitter, and I'm like, yeah, you doing too much. I like you just be a bit more mysterious and private so we don't have to know everything about you. And I like how Kenny Omega did that. Keep people out of your love life and out of your private life. And when he's retired, he has the right to keep his private life a secret till he get ready. And that's the point of this video. You got to let wrestlers be themselves than their opposite wrestling gimmick or opposite wrestling character. And we have to let wrestlers to respect their boundaries with us, because one thing about us, we lack boundaries. We have to get into wrestlers' business. We have to stalk them. We have to follow them wherever they go. It's just too much. Let wrestlers live their life outside of wrestling. Leave them alone. So, let me read this final tweet by this fangirl who is 18 years old. And I got this tweet under his tweet addressing his relationship and his sexuality. And this girl wrote, I'm so proud of you. You are doing an amazing job with the women's division. Despite people doesn't see your vision on the women's division, just hang in there and let people talk about you. They are not going to do nothing special in their life. You are not a sexist pig eater. Be more respectful towards women who respect themselves as women. Believe in yourself, Kenny Omega. They try to break you down because you are different. People don't like people who are different from them. Just be different. Live your life with honesty. I don't know why I got emotional. Like, this is a 18-year-old girl wrote that. Like, these young generation gonna teach the old generation how to love ourselves, how to respect ourselves. This you need to read that tweet, because that tweet is just so beautiful from a 18-year-old girl who posted that to Kenny Omega. And I want Kenny Omega to understand that people are going to talk about you when you're going to die. Die and gone. Because you're doing something that they never couldn't do. And what they are doing is that they see that you're doing something and they're not doing anything. And for you to break barriers in wrestling, that tells you something about you. And I feel that if anyone who judge you by your action, let them judge you, because they are not perfect either. Okay, they are not perfect. And no one's perfect. And I feel like if you feel like you want to come out when the time is right. So, that being said, this is Ty Williams. Good day.